and welcome to Participatory Culture Related and Applied to Teen Services in the Library. Info 261A, Section 11, Programming and Services for Young Adults. Professor Jennifer Velasquez, San Jose State University, Fall 2016. This presentation was created by Jocelyn Atkins, Brittany Cameron, Cindy Chong, Tiari Gaddis, Deepti Mahajan, Sherry Neff, and Katie Tipton. Introduction. Teen library services are reshaping old ideas and redefining its role within the teen community. Gone are the days in which librarians were the authoritative figures acting as a gateway to knowledge and information. In the new era of Web 2.0, people are no longer the passive consumers of information. Instead, they are actively producing their own media and contributing their knowledge and ideas to the information pool. This collaborative and engaging environment is the foundation of participatory culture. Participatory culture is a culture with relatively low barriers to artistic expression and civic engagement, strong support for creating and sharing one's creations, and some type of informal mentorship whereby what is known by the most experienced is passed along to novices. Through participatory culture and the advancement in technologies, teens now have the ability to challenge the norm and produce their own creations and share their own views and ideas regardless of their background training. Due to the influence of the 2014 YALSA Call to Action report, teen service librarians are now rethinking their teen library services and programs to incorporate a more teen-centered focus. Currently, libraries strive to design programs and services that will meet the teens' intellectual, emotional, and social aspects of their adolescent development. In order to target these needs, teen service librarians need to shift the focus of their literacies from individual expression to community involvement. The implementation of teen participation requires a thorough understanding of this culture and careful consideration in order for it to be successfully applied in teen library settings. Participatory culture. The theory of participatory culture has been around for decades. Contribution, collaboration, and collective knowledge are some of the terms that previous researchers have used to describe this concept. Over the past decade, participatory culture, with the help of the Internet, has altered the role of static consumers to becoming people who can take matters into their own hands and apply their own knowledge, ideas, and opinions. In order for teens to participate in this contemporary culture, they need to be equipped with skills, knowledge, ethical framework, and self-confidence. These core aspects can be learned and developed with the help of effectively designed teen library services. Jenkins' 5 core concepts of participatory culture need to be taken into consideration when designing a collaborative environment. The 5 core concepts of participatory culture are low barriers to artistic expression and civil engagement, creating and sharing one's creation, informal mentorship and the passing of knowledge, contributions matter, and social connection. Low barriers to artistic expression and civic engagement. The unlimited network across the Internet creates endless opportunities for teens to engage, explore, respond, and express themselves. However, inequity still exists among teens' access to new media and technologies. To bridge this participation gap, libraries act as a central hub where teens of all backgrounds feel safe to access computers, the Internet, participate in programs and services, and to just homago, hang out, mess around, and geek out. The removal of physical barriers such as location and accessibility encourages participation. However, without the proper skills and knowledge to navigate various technologies and applications, teens may feel isolated and not participate in the activity. Teen service librarians must be prepared to create physical and virtual spaces that will allow teens to freely express their thoughts and provide them with an environment that will allow the teens to learn the necessary skills. The skills that are obtained from this connected atmosphere go beyond technical knowledge. These teens will become adept at identifying opportunities for leadership and accomplishment. They adjust quickly to new situations, embrace new roles and goals, and interact with people of diverse backgrounds. Ultimately, these traits will help teens prepare themselves for today's workforce and integration into adult society. Creating and sharing one's creation. Supportive librarians are needed to help teens with their creations. The quality of the final product is not the focus, but the value of coming together and engaging with others in particular activities is the most important aspect in participatory culture. By recognizing teens as their own unique individual self, their ideas, passions, and interests will be valued within the group. Encouraging teens to express and share their creations will reflect an environment that will resonate more with the participating members. Informal mentorship and the passing of knowledge. Informal mentorship within a connected learning environment steps away from traditional learning. Traditionally, someone, usually an adult figure, would share his or her ideas and expect the teens to follow suit without questions. These people were the final decision makers that decided what and how things should be done. Teen Services needs to step away from this image and shift the focal point of the gateway of knowledge model to include people of various backgrounds and skills to provide support, mentoring, and hands-on opportunities of learning for teens. Creating an affinity space that facilitates peer-to-peer teaching that matches participants according to their skills and interests will help motivate teens to acquire new skills and knowledge or help refine their existing skills. Informal mentorship allows each participant to feel like an expert while tapping the expertise of others. Informal engagement, whether physically or virtually, will help build a stronger sense of community within teen library services. Contributions matter. Librarians need to understand that not every teen needs to participate, but all teens have the opportunity to do so should they choose to. Teens feel that their ideas and contributions are important and valued. Providing a participatory medium in allowing teens to co-create and design their own teen library experience will ultimately result in a sense of empowerment and ownership. No matter how big or small or what form of contribution is being delivered, the importance is acknowledging each other's input. Social connection. Building a network of connections is a crucial element of participatory culture. Within teen library settings, the social exchange of ideas and information among participants helps promote a sense of belonging. Teens will feel that their thoughts and creations are valued within the community. Working together within informal or formal settings to help reach a common goal will encourage teens to be full participants within society. The availability of media technology demolishes the physical gap between peers, enabling teens to freely build connections around the world as they choose.
Measuring teen participation examines the methods of measuring the participation of teens that partake in library activities. Attendance alone cannot reflect the overall participation in teen programming. Teens can be physically present, but not actively encouraged in contributing to the group, concluding that collecting attendance numbers alone are not the ideal in measuring success in a program. Evaluations can assist in the decision-making process for upcoming programs, forces collaboration between library staff and teens in measuring effectiveness of programming, can take the form of pre- and post-event survey analysis to determine if the programming helped teens improve their skills and knowledge, should be performed on an ongoing basis in order to move the program in the right direction based off of feedback from the analysis. Librarians should be prepared that not all programming will be successful. Youth Participation Index, also known as YPI study. reflects teen participation in the design and execution of teen library spaces. Study consisted of 30 questions to participating libraries and 19 to form the YPI. Found that high levels of teen contributions correlated with positive impact on staff satisfaction, service quality, larger teen spaces, more funding opportunities, and fewer concerns over teen behavioral problems. The study assists with the effort to put into perspective the need for libraries to reevaluate teen spaces to see if they actually incorporated ideas from the teen feedback. Gives teens, staff members, and the teen librarian the opportunity to evaluate their overall satisfaction with the teen space. Challenges and concerns. Challenges and concerns of participatory culture. Lack of research in the teen services field. Affects decisions made by libraries about numerous YA services and teen spaces. Librarians feel that trying new and cool approaches always work and is what teens are looking for. Are libraries so desperate and rudderless about what constitutes YA services that simply anything will do? Bernier, 2016. Participatory culture and technology. The latest addition to New and Cool is the implementation of makerspaces in libraries. The goal being attracting teens through new and collaborative space, incorporating innovation and creation while still allowing the concept of learning something new. While teens do enjoy learning new concepts and technology, it is important to not make decisions for them. Teen librarians and staff must take into consideration what the true needs and desires are of the teens in their community. Though teen librarians tend to focus programs around technology, there is a concern that it takes away from learning basic skills necessary, like career planning, social skills, and concepts that will assist them in their school and social life. In order to have successful teen participation, librarians instead need to focus on the unique needs and desires of the teen demographic in their community. They can draw on inspiration from other libraries, but must customize the programs and services to work for their community. Just because it is popular at one library does not mean it will work at their own library. Challenges and concerns presented by participatory culture. Participatory culture can be perceived as a step away from the library's core beliefs and vision. Librarians and staff must learn new skills and expertises. Legal issues around copyright, insurance, liability, and ADA compliance may arise. Fitting it into the budget or finding funding for the promotion and continuation of this culture may prove to be difficult. Participatory culture as a new form of literacy. Makerspaces are a way of providing lifelong learning and literacy skills for all kinds and all ages. They provide collaborative spaces for project-based learning for teenagers and all. Filled with materials for free use, teens can create, learn, and teach. Makerspaces are examples of community-led and planned programs and services at the library. Institutionalizing participatory culture. Institutionalizing participatory culture. When teens take the lead on all aspects of library programming, they grow as leaders and decision makers, becoming more proactive, confident, and independent. This, in turn, adds value to the overall library program, because the library can demonstrate a role in helping teens develop key soft skills needed. Teen Programming, 2015. Teens are being encouraged more and more to be part of the decision-making processes at the library. This helps in their personal growth. Teens feel welcome and part of the library more than they ever did before the introduction of participatory culture. It also helps in achieving more for the library, adding more value to programs and services. Application of participatory culture. Some examples. Free Library of Philadelphia's Teen Center Project, a radio station in Boston where teens write scripts for radio programs, a filmmaker in Los Angeles working with students to create online games based on Huckleberry Finn, a website encouraging teen girls to step into the role of a media producer. Only one of these examples is from a library. We need to have more of such initiatives happening at the library. Conclusion. It is important to understand that teen participatory culture believes in learning, collaboration, and creating together. It utilizes social and interpersonal skills, technological and educational skills and tools, and collaboration and community engagement between staff and teens, thus giving teens a sense of ownership and belonging throughout the entire process. Group 2 thanks you for listening.